And then the second one will be Islamic speech competition. Before that, our president, our Imam president will say something. We'll keep brief. All right, Brother Bagus, please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah. So how is the fasting? I hope we still strong enough. Okay? Alhamdulillah. So yeah, I would like to say a lot of appreciation, especially for the committee, Ramadan committee, for preparing this to competition, and it's very important competition for our youth, the Quran and the speech competition. So the purpose of this competition, I guess, to prepare our youth, because nowadays, in the time that you are living now, there are two things that are very important. The Quran as your foundation of religion, and also the communication skills, the speech, right? So without these two skills, the knowledge of doing this is gonna be difficult for our youth to be very competitive, in the time of globalization and a lot of hate and crime, that we need our young generation to be able to have strong religious knowledge and also the strong communication skills. So I'm very happy today. I heard there are a lot of participants, and also from us, from Imaam Center, we already prepared the trophy. You can see that trophies, right? It's like a gold. But it's very valuable, and I guess the intention is to make the gift to become memorable, and you will appreciate that, and you will have motivation to strengthen your skill and knowledge in that areas. So inshallah, that's all what I have to say. And again, congratulations for the committee, and I would say best of luck for our participants today. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Jazakumullah khair, Brother Bagus. Now the representative from judges, from Quranic memorization judges, will explain you the rules, regulation, and the grading criteria. Brother Masal, please.
Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Inshallah, I'm just going to introduce the judge for today's competition. The first judge is Ustaz Fahmi, and the second one is Brother Brother Hamzah Fahzi, and Sister Wati Irka, and Sister Mayanti Farah. So there are three categories that the participant will be judged on. The first one is Tajweed, and then the second one is Hifz, how the participant memorize, and the third one is fluency. So and each one has the role to judge these three categories. So inshallah, we will ask the participant to come to pick the number, and then we will call based on the number when whatever he picked. So there is a 13 person that that's going to. Oh, kawat. I separate those. Okay. Anyway, please come. It's okay. Please come to over there. First one is Arsha Adianto. If you can pick the number, and then Nefertiti Dewanto.
He dropped. Arsa dropped.
Oh, Arsha dropped. Okay. Nefertiti Dewanto. Please pick the number. A number. She's not here. Ihsan Habibi Cahyono. Nura Marsam. Where's the order? Kalau di hadapan ada. Okay, just pick the number. Najma Karisa Arfa. Yeah, please pick one number. Safia Salahuddin. Are we separating between teenager or just mix?
No, mix.
Okay. Safia Salahuddin. Zaid Salahuddin. Arshab Tantu. Hassan Said. Amin Said. Husna Rahman. Is Husna here? Okay, Hayu Maheswari and Jenar Widyadari. So with that, we'll continue with the process of this competition, inshallah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay. So we're going to proceed with number one. Where's number one?
Sophia.
Oh, Sophia?
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wan nazi'ati gharqa wan nashitati nashta was sabihati sabha فالسابقات سبقا فالمدبرات أمرا يوم ترجف الراجفة تتبعها الرادفة قلوب يومئذ واجفة أبصارها خاشعة يقولون أئنا لمردودون في الحافرة أئذا كنا عظاما نخرة قالوا تلك إذا كرة خاسرة فإنما هي زجرة واحدة فإذا هم بالساهرة هل أتاك حديث موسى إذ ناداه ربه بالوادي المقدس طوى اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى فقل هل لك إلى أن تزكى وأهديك إلى ربك فتخشى فأراه الآية الكبرى فكذب وعصى ثم أدبر يسعى فحشر فنادى فقال أنا ربكم الأعلى فأخذه الله نكال الآخرة والأولى إن في ذلك لعبرة لمن يخشى أأنتم أشد خلقا أم السماء بناها رفع سمكها فسواها وأغطش ليلها وأخرج ضحاها والأرض بعد ذلك دحاها أخرج منها ماءها ومرعاها والجبال أرساها متاعا لكم ولأنعامكم فإذا جاءت الطامة الكبرى يوم يتذكر الإنسان ما سعى وبرزت الجحيم لمن يرى فأما من طغى وآثر الحياة الدنيا فإن الجحيم هي المأوى وأما من خاف مقام ربه ونهى النفس عن الهوى فإن الجنة هي المأوى يسألونك عن الساعة أيان مرساها فيما أنت من ذكراها إلى ربك منتهاها إنما أنت منذر من يخشاها كأنهم يوم يرونها لم يلبثوا إلا عشية أو ضحاها صدق الله العظيم.
And next is the participant number 3, topic 3. Arshad Tatu, right? Yes.
Which one is it?
Either one.
Oh, either one? Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والنازعات غرقا والناشطات نشطا والسابحات سبحا فالسابقات سبقا فالمدبرات أمرا يوم ترجف الراجفة تتبعها الرادفة قلوب يومئذ وجفة أبصارها خاشعة يقولون أئنا لمردودون في الحافرة أإذا كنا عظاما نخرة قالوا تلك إذا كرة خاسرة فإنما هي زجرة واحدة فإذا هم بالساهرة هل أتاك حديث موسى إذ ناداه ربه بالوادي المقدس طوى اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى فقل هل لك إلى أن تزكى وأهديك إلى ربك فتخشى فأراه الآية الكبرى فكذب وعصى ثم أدبر يسعى فحشر فنادى فقال أنا ربكم الأعلى فأخذه الله نكال الآخرة والأولى إن في ذلك لعبرة لمن يخشى أأنتم أشد خلقا أم السماء بناها رفع سمكها فسواها وأغطش ليلها وأخرج ضحاها والأرض بعد ذلك دحاها أخرج منها ماءها ومرعاها والجبال أرساها متاعا لكم ولأنعامكم فإذا جاءت الطامة الكبرى يوم يتذكر الإنسان ما سعى وبرزت الجحيم لمن يرى فأما من طغى وآثر الحياة الدنيا فإن الجحيم هي المأوى وأما من خاف مقام ربه ونهى النفس عن الهوى فإن الجنة هي المأوى يسألونك عن الساعة أيان مرساها فيما أنت من ذكراها إلى ربك منتهاها إنما أنت منذر من يخشاها كأنهم يوم يرونها لم يلبثوا إلا عشية أو ضحاها. صدق الله العظيم.
Okay, next we call the person who picked number 4. Okay, Zaid Salahuddin.
Assalamu alaikum. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والنازعات غرقا والناشطات نشطا والسابحات سبحا فالسابقات سبقا فالمدبرات أمرا يوم ترجف الراجفة تتبعها الرادفة قلوب يومئذ واجفة أبصارها خاشعة يقولون أئنا لمردودون في الحافرة أإذا كنا عظاما نخرة قالوا تلك إذا كرة خاسرة فإنما هي زجرة واحدة فإذا هم بالساهرة هل أتاك حديث موسى إذ ناداه ربه بالوادي المقدس طوى اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى فقل هل لك إلى أن تزكى وأهديك إلى ربك فتخشى فأراه الآية الكبرى فكذب وعصى ثم أدبر يسعى فحشر فنادى فقال أنا ربكم الأعلى فأخذه الله نكال الآخرة والأولى إن في ذلك لعبرة لمن يخشى أأنتم أشد خلقا أم السماء بناها رفع سمكها فسواها وأغطش ليلها وأخرج دهاها والأرض بعد ذلك دهاها أخرج منها ماءها ومرعاها والجبال أرساها متاعا لكم ولأنعامكم فإذا جاءت الطامة الكبرى يوم يتذكر الإنسان ما سعى وبرزت الجحيم لمن يرى فأما من طغى وآثر الحياة الدنيا فإن الجحيم هي المأوى وأما من خاف مقام ربه ونهى النفس عن الهوى فإن الجنة هي المأوى يسألونك عن الساعة أيان مرساها فيما أنت من ذكراها إلى ربك منتهاها إنما أنت منذر من يخشاها كأنهم يوم يرونها لم يلبثوا إلا عشية أو ضحاها صدق الله العظيم.
Okay, the next one we call the participant that pick number 7. What's your name? Hassan Said. Hassan Said.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والنازعات غرقا والناشطات نشطا والسابحات سبحا فالسابقات سبقا فالمدبرات أمرا يوم ترجف الراجفة تتبعها الرادفة قلوب يومئذ واجفة أبصارها خاشعة يقولون أئنا لمردودون في الحافرة أئذا كنا عظاما نخرة قالوا تلك إذا كرة خاسرة فإنما هي زجرة واحدة فإذا هم بالساحرة هل أتاك حديث موسى إذ ناداه ربه بالوادي المقدس طوى اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى فقل هل لك إلى أن تزكى وأهديك إلى ربك فتخشى فأراه الآية الكبرى فكذب وعصى ثم أدبر يسعى فحشر فنادى فقال أنا ربكم الأعلى فأخذه الله نكال الآخرة والأولى إن في ذلك لعبرة لمن يخشى أأنتم أشد خلقا أم السماء بناها رفع سمكها فسواها وأغطش ليلها وأخرج ضحاها والأرض بعد ذلك دعاها أخرج منها ماءها ومرعاها والجبال أرساها متاعا لكم ولأنعامكم فإذا جاءت الطامة الكبرى يوم يتذكر الإنسان ما سعى وبرزت الجحيم لمن يرى فأما من طغى وآثر الحياة الدنيا فإن الجحيم هي المأوى وأما من خاف مقام ربه ونهى النفس عن الهوى فإن الجنة هي المأوى يسألونك عن الساعة أيان مرساها فيما أنت من ذكراها إلى ربك منتهاها إنما أنت منذر من يخشاها كأنهم يوم يرونها لم يلبثوا إلا عشية أو ضحاها. صدق الله العظيم.
Okay, next we call participant that pick number 8. Nura, right? Oh no. Najma. Sorry.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والنازعات غرقا والناشطات نشطا والسابحات سبحا فالسابقات سبقا فالمدبرات أمرا يوم ترجف الراجفة تتبعها الرادفة قلوب يومئذ واجفة أبصارها خاشعة يقولون أئنا لمردودون في الحافرة أإذا كنا عظاما نخرة قالوا تلك إذا كرة خاسرة فإنما هي زجرة واحدة فإذا هم بالساهرة هل أتاك حديث موسى إذ ناداه ربه بالواد المقدس طوى اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى فقل هل لك إلى أن تزكى وأهديك إلى ربك فتخشى فأراه الآية الكبرى فكذب وعصى ثم أدبر يسعى فحشر فنادى فقال أنا ربكم الأعلى فأخذه الله نكال الآخرة والأولى إن في ذلك لعبرة لمن يخشى أأنتم أشد خلقا أم السماء بناها رفع سمكها فسواها وأغطش ليلها وأخرج ضحاها والأرض بعد ذلك دحاها أخرج منها ماءها ومرعاها والجبال أرساها متاعا لكم ولأنعامكم فإذا جاءت الطامة الكبرى يوم يتذكر الإنسان ما سعى وبرزت الجحيم لمن يرى فأما من طغى وآثر الحياة الدنيا فإن الجحيم هي المأوى وأما من خاف مقام ربه ونهى النفس عن الهوى فإن الجنة هي المأوى يسألونك عن الساعة أيان مرساها فيم أنت من ذكراها إلى ربك منتهاها إنك من يخشاها كأنهم يوم يرونها لم يلبثوا إلا عشية أو ضحاها والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
How old are you? 10. Next, we call the participant that picked number 9. Nura.
Salam lagi. Salam.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wan nazi'ati gharqa wan nashitati nashta was-sabihati sabha fas-sabiqati sabqa famudabbirati amra yawma tarjufur rajifah tatba'uha ar-radifah qulubun yawma idhin wajifah absaruha khashi'ah yaquluna a'inna lamarduduna fil hafirah a'idha kunna 'idhaman nakhirah qalu tilka idhan karratun khasirah fa innama hiya zajaratun wahidah فإذا هم بالساهرة هل أتاك حديث موسى إذ ناداه ربه بالوادي المقدس طوى اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى فقل هل لك إلى أن تزكى وأهديك إلى ربك فتخشى فأراه الآية الكبرى فكذب وعصى ثم أدبر يسعى فحشر فنادى فقال أنا ربكم الأعلى فأخذه الله نكال الآخرة والأولى إن في ذلك لعبرة لمن يخشى أأنتم أشد خلقا أم السماء بناها رفع سمكها فسواها وأغطش ليلها وأخرج ضحاها والأرض بعد ذلك دحاها أخرج منها ماءها ومرعاها والجبال أرساها متاعا لكم ولأنعامكم فإذا جاءت الطامة الكبرى يوم يتذكر الإنسان ما سعى وبرزت الجحيم لمن يرى فأما من طغى وآثر الحياة الدنيا فإن الجحيم هي المأوى وأما من خاف مقام ربه ونهى النفس عن الهوى فإن الجنة هي المأوى يسألونك عن الساعة أيان مرساها فيما أنت من ذكراها إلى ربك منتهاها إنما أنت منذر من يخشاها كأنهم يوم يرونها لم يلبثوا إلا عشية أو ضحاها.
How old are you? Six. Okay. Very good. Next, we are calling the person who picked number 12. No. Oh, never.
Okay. It's okay with you? Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wan nazi'ati gharqa wan nasitati nashta وآثروا الحياة الدنيا فإن الجحيم هي المأوى وأما من خاف مقام ربه ونهى النفس عن الهوى فإن الجنة هي المأوى يسألونك عن الساعة أيان مرساها فيما أنت من ذكراها إلى ربك منتهاها إنما أنت منذر من يخشاها كأنهم يوم يرونها لم يلبثوا إلا عشية أو ضحاها صدق الله العظيم.
تكبير الله Next, I'm calling the rest of the participants that hasn't picked up the number. This is last chance. Ihsan Cahyono, Amin Sa'id, Husna Rahman, Hayu Maheswari, Jenar Vidya Dari. Okay, is there anyone here from the one that I called? If not, then what's your name? Come here. I cannot hear you. Are you Amin Said? Oh, you're not coming. Okay. Okay, with that then, I conclude the Quran competition. I'll give the floor to the speech competition. Okay, and we will let the jury decide who is the winner, and after that we'll come back and announce the result. And in the meantime, speech competition will come. Inshallah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for all the participants. Please give them a round of applause, please. They will really hard for this performance. And now we start the Islamic speech competition. The judges for the speech competition, please come to the table. We'll start from there. And also all the participants need to come here to pick up their number, and they randomly select the number and they perform one by one. Actually, we have 17 registered participants, but I don't think they all come here. Right? Yeah, we have some. We have some. So. You want to take it out? Oh, this one. Does this one?
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. የተወደዳችሁና የተከበራችሁ የሃሩን ቲቪ ታዳሚያን ቀደም ሲል ስትከታተሉት የነበረው የልጆች የቁርአን ውድድር ፕሮግራም ነው። በዚህ ፕሮግራም ላይ እንግዲህ ልጆች ተሰጥቷቸውን የሚያሳዩበትን የተለያዩ ፕሮግራሞችን ሲያቀርቡ ነበር። እንግዲህ ቀደም ሲል እንደተከታተላችሁት ውድድሩ በጣም ፉክክር የታየበት ነበረ። አሁን የቁርአን ውድድሩ አልቆ ዳኞች ውጤት በኋላ ኢንሻአላህ ውጤቱን ያሳውቃሉ። አሁን በመቀጠል ደግሞ ኢስላሚክ ስፒች ወይም በእስላማዊ ንግግር በእንግሊዝኛ ቋንቋ ኢስላምን አስመልክቶ የተለያዩ ፕሮግራሞችን የሚያቀርቡ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ኢንሻአላህ ይህንን ፕሮግራም እንከታተላለን። ዳኞች ደግሞ የቁርአኑን ውጤት ከሰሩ በኋላ ያሳውቃሉ ማለት ነው። አሁን የንግግር ውድድር ይቀርባል ማለት ነው። ያው በእንግሊዝኛ ቋንቋ ኢስላምን አስመልክቶ የተለያዩ ፕሮግራሞችን የሚያቀርቡ ይሆናል። ኢንሻአላህ ይህንንም ፕሮግራም በጽሞና እንከታተላለን። ኢንሻአላህ ጀዛኩሙላህ ኸይር።
As a content evaluator and terus as the chief of judge.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay. Welcome everybody to Imaam's annual Ramadan speech contest. This is the second time we're doing this. Now, how many of you have kids? Parents? How many of you have kids? Kids, how many of you talk to your parents? Okay, how many of you understand what your parents are talking about? Right? So, communication is important, especially for many of the parents who are coming from different background, different language. And also for us living in the society here, we need to be able to communicate our message. Now, the kids were memorizing the Surah An-Naziyah, and it's mentioned there the story of Prophet Musa alaihi salam. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hal ataka hadis Musa idnadahu rabbihi hal ataka hadis Musa idnadahu rabbihi muqaddas tuwa, right? Idhab ila fir'auna innahu taghaw. So Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala called Prophet Musa alaihi salam to go to the Fir'aun and tell him that he is lost. But we know that Prophet Musa has a speech impediment, and this is why
being able to speak properly is important. And Prophet Musa read the dua that we all know about. Rabbi Shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Okay? So, this program is a program that we encourage the youth to be able to speak about Islamic messages. And the rule here, I'm going to read the rules for the speech contest. First of all, let me introduce the judges here. My name is Oscar Zaki and Brother Yazid and Ibu Dede. We are all members of, and Pak Hari, we are all members of the Indonesian American Toastmasters Club. We have a weekly meeting here that we run, and Toastmasters is an international club that encourages people to speak publicly and build leadership. So the rule of the contest is we have two groups of participants. The kids contest, which is 6 to 11 years old, and there are 10 participants in there, and then the youth category, which are 7 participants. So I have introduced the judges. The scoring is 1 to 10 for each judge, and we will evaluate the participants individually. The speakers, kids, remember this. If you are participating, you have 5 to 7 minutes, okay, to deliver your speech. Now, 4 to 6 minutes. Sorry, 4 to 6 minutes. Now there is the brother here, Brother Hari, will have 3 colored flags, okay, signs. You have the green signs, which give you 2 minutes warning, okay? And then the yellow side gives you 1 minute warning, and then the red side, which tells you that your time is up. Once you see this flag, you have 30 seconds to complete your speech. Do you understand? Yes? So 4 to 6 minute speech, and you have the flags. Yes. Okay. So first of all, we're going to do a drawing for who's going to come first, okay? And then whoever. Oh, they already picked it. Between the union. And just group them. Can we just group them? Yeah, just group them whoever comes. Yeah. We can, I mean, the numbers are sequential anyway. Yeah. Right. Okay. Just you didn't get the yeah. Right. What are we evaluating here? Okay. Please pay attention that what are we evaluating is the speech flow, okay? The grammar and pronunciation, the message, what message are you delivering? The confidence, how your body language, how you speak in front of people, and the timing that you should be speaking within the allocated time. We will be scoring between 1 to 10. And between each speech, we will have 90 seconds for the judges to put their scores. Okay? So 4 to 6 minutes, 90 seconds break, we'll put the scores, and then go to the next speaker. And at the end, we will have 3 winners for each category, the kids and the young adults. Now, one of the things that the youth need to be able to use is you're not limited to just speak in front of you. So I'll give you an example. Many speakers, they just speak here, they don't walk around. You can walk around here. Engage to your speaker, ask questions, do stuff. Okay? So that will give you a more lively speech. So do we have the numbers? The drawings? And we can have the other participants stay in the room, listening to other speakers. Yes? Okay.
They can walk around with microphone.
Yes.
I think it's the another microphone you have. Is this one cannot?
Is this direct? Is it stationary? Can you move it?
No, they
Can we have another? Also, remember, you have to introduce yourself, your name and the title of your speech. Remember, name and your title of your speech, okay? Is this the order of the drawing? This is the order of the drawing. Are we ready for number one speaker? Speaker number one. We're going to start with the youth category. The kids category. And then in between, we'll have some recess, and then we'll continue with the youth. So the first contestant number one. Who gets number one?
Safia, says you. Safia, you got number one. That says you.
Oh, okay, so just. Okay, so Safia is number one, so she's good. Who's number two? Contestant number two. It's not here, so we don't have yet. 3 or 4. Who has number 4? You have number 4? Are you number 4? Okay. Now she's the student, the kids here. Yeah, just ready? Remember your name, title?
Ini like higher. It's okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Rabbi Shrali Sadri, Ayasirli Amri, Wahdul Uqdatam min Lisani Yafqahu Qawli. My name is Ashri Qalis, and I am 10 years old. Today I'm going to talk about spreading salam. Spreading salam is a way that is taught by our Prophet. This simple method is very effective. All you need to do is to say Assalamu alaikum. Salam means peace, and salam is one of the names of Allah. When you say salam, you guarantee the other person peace. You guarantee that the other person is safe with you. No harm will come to them. Giving salam is sunnah, but answering a salam is wajib. Allah said when a person gives you salam, give another gesture that is higher or the same level as salam. Giving salam has many benefits. There was one time when a young man approached the Prophet and he said salam. And the Prophet replied 10. And then another man approached the Prophet and said Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. And the Prophet replied 20. And then another man approached the Prophet and he said Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And the Prophet replied 30. And they asked the Prophet, "What's with the numbers?" So the Prophet said, "The man who said salam received 10 rewards. The second man who said assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, he received 20 rewards. And the third man who said assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, he received 30 rewards." Giving salam is very simple. It is an easy way to attain rewards from Allah, and also a way to train ourselves to be free from arrogance. Spreading salam is good, but it has to be done with manners. Some people, they give salam in the most inappropriate way. They give salam, for example, in the toilet, which is one of the most disgusting places in the world. The Prophet gives salam to anyone, to elders, young man, women, and even children. We can practice this to our daily life. How can we practice this? We should give salam to our friends when we meet them, or give salam to the house members when we get back home. To wrap it up, spreading salam is good, but it has to be done in a mannerly way. Give salam softly with a smile. Also look at the place for the event if you want to give salam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We can clap. Thank you, Ashley.
Bisa. Hah?
Ready? Do we have the next speaker? Number 5. Who's number 5? Go ahead.
Don't touch it.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Noor Nazifa Marsam, and I am 6 years old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It takes 5 seconds to count my left-hand fingers. Did you know that within that 5 seconds around the world, 21 babies were born and 10 people died? That is according to UNICEF. Also, in just 5 seconds, not 5 minutes, light can travel nearly 1,500,000 kilometers. So, today the topic of my speech is free time, the forgotten bounty. Brothers and sisters, we all have 24 hours a day, unless you live in other planets. Sometimes we don't realize that time flies so fast. and we are too busy with our daily activities. That's why in Al-Quran, Allah reminds us to use our time wisely. We have to be very careful on how we spend our time. In Surah Al-Asr, Ad-Duha, and Surah Al-Fajr, Allah swears by mentioning time on the first ayah of that surah. Similarly, in a hadith, Rasulullah said that bounties that people often forget are health and free time. Brothers and sisters, if you lose your money, you just need to work and get another money. And if you lose your car, your insurance company might replace the car. If you lose your wife or husband, then you can just marry another one. But if you lost your time, you will never get it back. So when it is gone, it's gone. It is sad that many people celebrate their birthdays with some fancy parties, but they fail to remember that they are actually getting closer to the end of their lives. Well, we should be thankful to Allah for granting us long life, but we should also remember that Allah can call us anytime and anywhere. So, we should never take our life for granted. Brothers and sisters, you have a choice to spend your free time for anything you wish. But don't forget that you will be held responsible for everything you did in this world, including how you spent your time. Allah will ask you how much time you have spent on your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or WhatsApp. Did you just spend your time for gossiping and chatting, or use it for something that would please Allah? Would you be ready to answer these questions in the day of judgment? Brothers and sisters, please spend your time wisely. If not, you would regret it, not only in this world, but also in the hereafter. Thank you. Ramadan Mubarak, everyone.
Wow, get that. How old are you? Future Toastmaster President. Yeah. All right, let's give it another big hand. What is her name, sir? Nora. Yes. Okay, let's give a break for the judges to respond. Right. Next speaker, do we have number 6? Do we have number 6? Oh, number 7. I think number 7. Yes. How many students have number 7? Okay.
In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, and praise and thanks be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. May the peace and blessing of Allah be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the last prophet, his family, and his companions. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Khadija and I'll be talking about fasting in Ramadan. First of all, I'm going to be talking about why we fast. Fasting is prescribed for believers in the Quran. Fasting means to attain taqwa. We try to understand how the needy live like each day. We also try and gain faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'll explain rules and the benefits of fasting. We have to use good language in order to fast. If we don't follow this rule, we're actually not fully fasting. If we use bad language, we should ask forgiveness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should especially do these 5 things in Ramadan. Number 1, give sadaqah to the poor. Number 2, donate money to any masjid. Number 3, pray Sunnah Tarawih. Number 4, make lots of dua. And number 5, read Quran. These are some of the things you do to get lots of blessings and rewards. The reward you earn during the month of Ramadan is bigger than any of other times of year. So we should not be wasting our time because the month of Ramadan only comes once a year. Did you know a Japanese cell biologist found fasting to be healthy and to recycle your cells? He even was awarded for the Nobel Prize Award for Physiology for his studies. So fasting is healthy and helps prevent lots of disease. And we as a Muslim are blessed because fasting is obligatory, which is mentioned in the Quran, and because Allah knows what's best for what's good for our body. So it is very important because it is very healthy for our body and is beneficial to clean our minds and soul. Since we are approaching the end of Ramadan, please make the best of it and don't forget to make sincere du'as for forgiveness. I would like to recite one of the best du'as for the last 10 days of Ramadan. Allahumma innaka afuun karimun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. Ameen. Oh Allah, certainly you are most forgiving. You love to forgive, so forgive me. Ameen. I hope we are all having a blessed Ramadan and thank you for the opportunity for me to give the speech here. I also hope that everybody is happy with the continuous fasting. Jazakallahu khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Thank you. Yeah. Where's David? Okay, next speaker is number 9. You have number 9? So you're next. We'll wait until the kids finish the kids. Okay, yeah. Sorry, Sophia's number 1. Do you have number 10? Okay, are you number 10? Okay. No, I remember you. So, let me, I was here last year.
Okay, closer.
Okay.
No, this one.
Okay.
Wait. So, wait, Adam, it's not your turn yet, because this is you're in the, you're in the different group, So, sorry. Okay. Do we have number 12? 12? 12? Do we have number 13? Okay. Wait, you're in the next category, sorry. So you're number 13. Do we have number 14? Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aliyah and I am 9 years old, and my topic about today is lessons about Ramadan. Brothers and sisters, Ramadan is the greatest month of deed. You could do so many rewards of doing good things. Allah commands us to fast. Oh, you believe fasting is prescribed for you as it was prescribed for those before you, so you become righteous. There are so many important lessons that every Muslim should know about Ramadan. I'd like to list 9 of them. We should learn more about Ramadan so we can get the most benefits. The first lesson is eating the sahur. It takes a meal before daylight. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ advised us to wake up before Fajr and have something to eat before fasting. If we eat this meal, we have the energy throughout the day. Sahur has a lot of blessings. Did you know that if we eat sahur, angels will pray for us? The second is iftar, or breaking the fast. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ breaks his fast immediately after Maghrib. He breaks his fast with dates and water. We know that there are reasons for that. After a long day of fasting, we should eat more than give our energy straight away like dates. The third lesson is taqwa, or faith. In the month of Ramadan, we need to increase our faith to Allah. We will not do anything Allah says and do what Allah says for us to do. We will do a lot of things in Ramadan that will increase our faith, such as in giving to the poor and reading the Quran. The fourth lesson is the month of Quran. Allah gives us the Quran not only to read it, but also to study it. Reading and learning the Quran is one of the best ways to come closer to Allah. The fifth lesson is extra prayers. You could do extra prayers in Ramadan, such as Taraweh and Tahajjud. The rewards for Taraweh prayer is very big. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said that if someone prays Taraweh with dedication, inshallah, Allah will erase your sins. Tahajjud is an extra prayer that you can do in the middle of the night. It may be hard to wake up, but there are so many rewards for praying in the middle of the night when other people are sleeping. The sixth lesson is generosity and sacrifice. If someone gives donation because of Allah, Allah will give that reward 700 times what we give. And donation this month is best donation. Fasting means no food or no water. But did you know your stomach is not the only one that's fasting? Let me go to the seventh lesson, that is fasting for your tongue. When our tongue fasts, we do not say any bad words or bad things to other people. Also, do not tell a lie. Be careful, because if you do these things, your tongue will not fast. The eighth thing is fasting for your eyes. Fasting for your eyes means choosing wisely for our eyes not to see bad things, such as bad pictures or bad TV programs. The ninth lesson is fasting for our ears. Fasting with our ears means we should not hear any bad words or bad music. Instead, we should listen and recite the Quran. Now we are at the last 10 days of Ramadan. The last 10 days is the most important. We should try our best to get closer to Allah by following the lessons I mentioned earlier. If we become closer to Allah, inshallah, we'll see miracles in our life. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you again. Okay, we have the next speaker, number 15. Who's number 15? Number 15? No? Number 16? Did anybody not pick up a number? Oh, number 16?
No, 15.
15, okay. Right?
Does it pass you or is you?
Oh, it's 15, okay. That's number 15. Do you have number 16? No? Do we have number 17? The number 17? Sunil?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. My name is Nejma and I am 10 years old. The topic of my speech is about Laylatul Qadr. Beloved brothers and sisters, as we all know, we are now in the last 10 days of Ramadan, which means it is time where Laylatul Qadr should be looked for within these nights. More likely within the odd nights from among the last 10 nights in the month of Ramadan, and more likely within the second half, which means we will look at the 27th as well as the 29th. But this does not mean Laylatul Qadr can occur on the 21st onwards. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us on this night. Ameen. A very powerful question was asked by Aisha radiallahu anha to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And we need to know this because we need to understand and realize the importance of this eve. I'm sure we all know the verses of the Quran where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Laylatul Qadri khayrun min alfi shahr. This night of decree is better than 1,000 months. So this is why we need to understand and realize the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His instructions that is sent down on this night. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is asked the question, do you see if I see the night of decree? What dua should I read? What prayer should I make? What supplication should I make? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam answered in a hadith which is muttafaq alayhi. Completely simple, he says, say Allahumma innaka afuwun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. Oh Allah, you are the most forgiving and loves to forgive, so forgive me. It's as simple as that. And if we can achieve forgiveness on this night, subhanallah, the hadith says, Man qama laylatul qadr imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbih. Whoever stands in the night of ibadah, the night of Laylatul Qadr, believing and with conviction and expecting a reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all his previous sins are wiped out. So this is the night of decree. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to open our doors. I see their messages doing their rounds saying read this 7 times and 70 times and do this 20 times and 7,000 or 70,000 angels will be sent to do this and that. All that is fabricated, and we need to remember one thing, we should not be excited by fabrications. We should be among those who knows what is solid, and at the same time to continue worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah will open your door. And remember the simplest acts of worship. Sometimes they are the most powerful. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us on this night, so we may read our Quran, we may engage in salah, we may do as much as we can voluntarily. But at the same time, do not forget to engage in the instructions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, constantly calling out Allah throughout this night. Everybody, please follow me. Allahumma innaka afuwun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. Oh Allah, you are the most forgiving and loves to forgive, so forgive me. Ameen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us on this Eid, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala witness this Eid. And the sad reality is, and I need to mention this, is that most people think that Laylatul Qadr will occur on the 27th. It may not be the 27th this year, it may be, it may not be. So this is why we need to search for and look for this particular night. And this is the gift of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for us, so that we don't be among those who pray to Him only one night and the rest of the night forget Him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us goodness in this world and the hereafter. Ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Do we have number 18? Yes.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد. Praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most compassionate, the most merciful, and salam and peace to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's family and companions. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Jasmine Arisandi and I am 9 years old. My speech is about increasing our Iman in this holy month of Ramadan. So first of all, what is Iman? Imagine Iman like a tree of faith. This tree of faith is kept in your heart, and if this tree is not showered by good deeds, slowly by slowly, it will start to wither and start to die. And darkness and evil and greed will take over your heart instead of kindness and purity. It's our job as a good Muslim to increase our Iman and to let our tree of faith grow. But how do we increase our faith? And how do we increase Iman? Increasing Iman is actually a very easy and very simple step. Increasing Iman is doing good deeds, is being pure and being a good Muslim. Increasing Iman only takes one good deed at a time. Helping others, helping your teachers, respecting your parents, and knowing yourself are good ways to start. One good deed at a time. Start with 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and many, many more. As you are doing this, you are taking one step closer to being a better Muslim. Just because of that one good deed that helped you start it. So think about how something so little can make something so powerful. But as easy it is to increase our Iman, it is also very easy to decrease it. And it's also very easy to make it die. But how does this happen? This happens when you forget about everything else and only remember the things in your life such as money, work, video games, and other materialistic things. All these things cannot help you increase your iman. This will make your tree wither and die, and you'll be greedy, and then your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will slowly start to wither and die like your tree does. And that day, holding on to your iman will be like holding on to a hot coal. It will be almost impossible to keep it. So that is why we must learn how to maintain our iman and how to keep it within our hearts. Ramadan is a time for doing good deeds. And doing good deeds help increase your iman, which is why Ramadan is the perfect time to start increasing your iman. And this is so easy, like I said before. This is only with starting with one good deed. And soon, a few weeks or even days or even minutes or hours after that one good deed, you may be spreading kindness and peace like a wildfire. You'll be spreading iman and love in your heart like a wildfire. And so that is why it's very important to have our iman. Increasing it is very easy and very powerful. So let's all make a dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses us on this night and in the last 10 days of Ramadan, especially in Laylatul Qadr, to pray it with iman so all our previous sins will be forgiven. And let's all make a dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increases our iman in this beautiful and holy month of Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Jasmine Arisandi. Thank you for letting me speak.
Next, we have number 19. So we have 11 here, 5, the next one, number 20. Now let me just call from the order here. Do we have so by the drawing number, not every number is taken, but we still have 5 names that have not spoken yet. So I'm just going to call them by order. Do we have Zaidan? Zaidan and Sandi? Okay. So Zaidan Sam? Do you have Hayu Ashwari? Do you have Jannah Widyadari? Jannah? No? Do we have Jannah? Okay. Do we have Isa Pagala? Isa Pagala. Alright, last call. From the kids section, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 from 11 who registered. And just for statistics, from 11 who registered for the kids, 7 are girls, sisters, and 4 are boys. You see that how girls are more in the competitor. Okay, now let's go to the youth section. Okay, so we will have a 2 minutes break, 2-minute intermission, just for us to get our papers ready. Okay, we're going to the next category, which is the youth category, age 12 to 19. The number one is, can I have number one?
ሰላም አለይኩም ወራህመቱላሂ ወበረካቱ። የተወዳችሁና የተከበራችሁ የሀሩን ቲቪ ታዳሚያን እየተከታተላችሁት የምትገኙት የቁርአን ውድድርና የንግግር ውድድር ነው ኢንሻአላህ። አሁን በህፃናት ነበር የነበረው። በመቀጠል አሁን የታዳጊዎች ውድድር ነው የሚሆነው ማለት ነው ኢንሻአላህ። ጀዛኩም ኸይር። Okay. Yes, Haina. Oh, sorry. I need to lower it down. Sama ini dia. Sorry. Just not pick it up, brother. Okay? Inshallah. Sorry. No, it's not. It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's fine. All right.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Rabbi sahri sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Amma ba'd. My name is Safiya Salahuddin, and my topic for today is how dua can be the weapon of the believer. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, "Ask of me and I shall respond." If a dua is said sincerely in desperate times, then the response can be instant. An example of this is the story of 3 men traveling who were caught in a storm. They sought shelter and found a cave. When they were inside of the cave, a rock slipped from the mountain and covered the exit. One of the 3 men said to his companions, "The only way we can get out of here is to mention a good deed we have done for the sake of Allah." At this, one of them mentioned what he had done to help his parents by preferring them over his wife and children. And he said he had done it for the sake of Allah. After he had made his dua, the rock moved just a little bit, but not enough for them to get out. The second man mentioned a time about when he had avoided his desire toward his cousin although he had the power to do so. And he said he had done it only for seeking the pleasure of Allah. After he had made his dua, the rock moved a little bit more, but it was still not enough for them to get out. Finally, the third man did the same as his companions and mentioned a time where he had given his worker much more than he had worked for, and he said he did it for the sake of Allah. The rock then finally moved enough for them to exit, and they came out from the cave safe and sound. Two other stories that we might be more familiar with are the stories of Musa and Ayub alayhi salam. As we all know, when Musa alayhi salam left Egypt to flee from Pharaoh, he ended up in Madian with nothing but the clothes on his back. When he arrived in Madian, he made dua to Allah to help him with his situation. Not long after that, he had helped the girls with their sheep, found a job, and gotten married a while after. The story of Ayub alayhi salam, he was living a comfortable life before Allah decided to test him. He had lost all his children in the same day. He lost all his wealth, and he became affected with a skin disease which made his wife eventually leave him. In all the years of his trials, he had been too shy to make dua to Allah for Allah to help him. When his wife left him, he finally asked Allah for help, and Allah told him to strike the ground with his feet. And from there came a spring which cured him from his disease. Following that, Allah restored all of his wealth and children and gave him a lot more than before all of his trials. In all three of these examples, the results of the dua was seen right away. We also see that in desperate situations, the weapon of the believer can be dua. As a Muslim, it is sunnah that we make dua to Allah for our needs, especially during Ramadan. There is a hadith that says the dua of the fasting person is always accepted. So it is important for us now during Ramadan that we make lots of dua to Allah to make us better Muslims and better people. Subhanakallahumma hamdik asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Brothers and sisters, please keep the noise down. For somebody who is speaking on the stage and when you hear something distracting from the audience, it can affect their concentration. So please, that they are doing their best for the speech. So you need to take a call or you need to take something, please do it downstairs or outside the room. Thank you. Okay. Next number is number 9, Asha.
My name is Arshad Tantu. I'm 17, just moved here. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. There's a phrase that's thrown around a lot in the media, in television, newspaper, the media. And that phrase is this collection of words, the most important. It could be anything, the most important food, the most important traditions, the most important cultures. But what stuck in my mind was when somebody said the most important person in the world is blank. And that got me thinking, who's the most important person? Who are the most important people? Is it our world leaders who are squabbling over who burned down what house? Is it these rappers that so many people think are so influential, named Lil, and talk about Gucci gangs? Or, no, it has to be those actors we love so much. Chris Prattworth, something like that. I don't know. No. The most important people in the world, if you think about the world as in total, if you think about the past, you think about the present, you think about the future, then the answer should be obvious. It's those who come next. It's the people in this world, the over 3 billion people in this world who are under the age of 25, the youth, the young. And that's my topic in today's speech, that the youth are the most important people in this world by far. And for these reasons. One, they prove as an extension of generations before, as they fulfill their generations before's dreams and their ideals. And fostering into leadership in youth has been prevalent throughout Islam since the beginning. Now, one, the world faces many issues today. Some of these issues are ones that aren't going to be solved in this generation or in the next. These same issues are ones we've been fighting for decades, centuries, since the beginning of time. In the Quran, Allah refers to many calamities. Poverty. He talks about the people of Lut, evil. He talks about so many things that we still see today. Corruption, poverty, and this isn't in the Quran, but global warming. It's something that isn't going to be solved now or even in the generations that are coming. So what does this mean? It means that the same issues that we're facing today, which are corruption, evil, poverty, global warming, are going to be the same problems that our children, your daughters, your grandsons, your granddaughters will be facing in the future. And they need to be prepared for them. They need to be suitably prepared for to face these challenges. They are the ones who continue the change that you may start in your lives. And in other cases, they may be the ones to inspire new change. Either way, the youth are the future, and they need to be ready to lead it. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was always known for how well he treated the youth, the young, in Mecca and in Medina. Very early in his prophethood, he taught to be kind towards orphans. Just on its face, that means we should be more forgiving towards children, teenagers, as they know no better. They don't know about the world as well as you do. The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, gave important responsibility to some of these youth, with many proving themselves on the battlefield, in their studies, or in life. One of the most famous examples of the youth proving themselves is Ali ibn Abi Talib, being among the first to revert to Islam, and how he took the place of the Prophet on the night of Hijrah, and later in his still in his young years, when he participated in the Battle of Badr. And this grooming from the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ led him to become one of the main leaders of the Ummah, becoming the Khalifa later in his life. Another example is Asma bint Abi Bakr, who supplied the Prophet and her father food for Hijrah. Another example is Usama ibn Zayd, who the Prophet named as the commander of the Muslim army at the tender age of 17 or 18. Now, as we can see, so many examples of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ giving responsibility to young people who in today's world wouldn't be given even close to the same responsibility. Now, you might be asking yourselves, what do I mean? What am I trying to say? What's my point? And if you're going to take anything away from what I'm talking about today, it's this. The youth are to be respected. The youth are to be nurtured. Youth are to be given some sort of thing that allows them to learn and to grow so they can be the ones to lead in the future. Just as you've seen throughout this entire time, we've seen kids come up here and give speeches. We've seen them read Quran. And we've seen them come up here and do something that not a lot of people could do. And that's what we want to do. We want them to come up here and lead. Jazakallah khairan.
Okay. The next speaker is number 10, Adam Harun.
Want to start?
Yes.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, brothers and sisters. My name is Adam. And I'm here to give you this speech, and it's about the 5 pillars of Islam. And the first one, and let's begin. The first one is Shahada. Shahada means that we believe in only one Allah, and He is the only one, and that God is His messenger. And the benefit of this is that we'll do Allah's commands, and we'll do and obey Allah as He commands us. And the second one is prayer. This is to be done 5 times a day, from the earliest dawn to the latest of the night. And those prayers are Father, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha. And the benefit of this is that we can ask Allah to thank us for all the good things He has done. And now the third one is Zakah. Zakat is the act where you give to the poor and the hungry. And the amount that we are to do is 2.5% of our annual or yearly allowance. And the benefit of this is that poverty will end one day. Now, for the fourth one, Ramadan, which is right, which we're still in the middle in. Ramadan is the month where we fast. And in fasting, not only we refrain from having food or drink, we also conserve our tongue. That means we don't use profanity. And also, during the last 10 months of this pillar, there is this night called Laylatul Qadr, a very special night. And the benefit of this is that we will be able to ask Allah for forgiveness. And finally, the final one is Hajj. This takes place at the Kaaba in Mecca. And the Kaaba in Mecca, and during this we always dress in white clothes so that people will be the same, no matter how poor, weak, rich, or mighty. So that they won't be any gender or race, so that we will all be the same. That's why they dress in white clothes. And that was the final pillar. And I hope you enjoyed this speech today about the 5 pillars. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. Again, please keep your kids with you, brothers and sisters, because this can be distracting, especially if we are going to the youth speeches. Siapa yang? Kalau nggak, tolong dibawa ke bawah aja. Kalau nggak ada orang tuanya di sini. Can somebody take her downstairs? Where is the parent? Agus bisa taruh bawah. Komedi, tolong di bawah. Okay. The next function is number 13, Arsha. When Arsha Dianto. Again, ibu-ibu, tolong quiet ya selama lagi speech, karena bisa mengganggu konsentrasi speakernya. Dan anak kecil tolong di bawah aja kalau nggak ada yang
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Salat and salam to our beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, along with his family and companion. My name is Arsha Dianto, and I would like to talk about the month of Ramadan. This is a time to change ourselves, to have good character. In order to have a successful life, you need to have a good character in Ramadan, because it is a way to change ourselves. There is one character that we need to have in life, and that good character is productivity. Now in everyday life, we need to be productive everywhere. At school, we need to be productive. We wake up in the morning, we eat breakfast, we catch up with the school bus, we listen to our teachers, we do our homework, and then when we go home, we do our homework, and then we read the Quran, and then memorize the Quran, and then even on the weekend, we have to help our parents by doing the chores like doing the laundry, doing the dishes, or doing the chores, and doing many other things. So our life is basically busy, which is very productive. Now that we are fasting, we don't eat or drink for almost 15 hours a day. So we lose our source of energy, which is being productive. But isn't it true that since we are fasting, we become less productive? Actually, fasting is helping us to become more productive. I give you an example. When we fast, we're not thinking about eating or drinking, and then we can do activities related to not eating or drinking. In Ramadan, we can skip lunch break at school, which means that we can skip the cafeteria, we can go to the library, or read a book, or focus on classwork or homework. When we are fasting, especially in Ramadan, we also become more productive with worship activity. Outside of Ramadan, we don't go to the masjid very often, but in Ramadan, we go to the masjid every day for iftar and tarawih prayer. And we read the Quran much more in the month of Ramadan. In Ramadan, we also become more productive in helping other people. Remember, we have to pay zakat fitrah in the month of Ramadan. We donate more money to the masjid in the month of Ramadan. This year, Ramadan is it's not in summer break, which is good for some reason, but alhamdulillah, we still go to school and fast at the same time. We may think that in other countries, such as Indonesia, they have most days without school in the month of Ramadan, but not here. So why not here? That's because Allah wants us to become more productive in the month of Ramadan. Remember, Prophet Muhammad is a productive person, and you should be more productive like him. May Allah bless us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Right, next contestant is Zaid Salari. There, Zaid.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Zaid. Today I'm going to talk about the story of the seven sleepers, or the Ashab al-Kahf. The story of the seven sleepers is about seven youths who were prosecuted by a tyrant king because of their religion. They decided to flee into a cave, and when they fled into the cave, Allah caused them to sleep for 300 years. When they woke up, they told one of them to get the purest of food and to go to the town and get the purest of food and be discreet. The people found out that he was from 300 years ago because of the coinage. By that time, the people now have all become believers. And when he was found out, he showed the townspeople, his companions in the cave. And then after that, they died. The people then argued on what to do with the cave. After a debate, they decided to build a... Some people said that there were 3 people and the 4th was their dog, and some people said that there were 5 people and the 6th was their dog. Allah said that all that was just guessing of the ghaib or unseen. Then some people said that there were 7 and the 8th was their dog. Allah did not say anything on that, so 7 is and the 8th was their dog is most likely correct. Allah also mentioned that they slept for 300 years plus 9. 300 solar years is equal to 309 lunar years. The one willing a change and the one breaking a change. And the use can have a big impact in the community, whether it is a good impact or a bad one. Another example of use is in the story of Prophet Saleh, when they killed the she-camel, which brought Allah's punishment on the whole community. In the Quran, Surah Al-Kahf, ayat 28, Allah says, وَاصْبِرْ نَفْسَكَ مَعَ الَّذِينَ يَدْعُونَ رَبَّهُم بِالْغَدَاةِ وَالْعَشِيِّ يُرِيدُونَ وَجْهَهُ وَلَا تَعْدُ عَيْنَاكَ عَنْهُمْ تُرِيدُ زِينَةَ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَلَا تُطِعْ مَنْ أَغْفَلْنَا قَلْبَهُ عَن ذِكْرِنَا وَاتَّبَعَ هَوَاهُ وَكَانَ أَمْرُهُ فُرْطًا. And keep yourself patient by being with those who call upon your Lord in the morning and evening, seeking His pleasure. And do not let your eyes overlook them, desiring the beauties of this worldly life. And do not obey a person whose heart we have made heedless of our remembrance, and who follows his desire and whose affair has been lost. There's also a hadith that says that a man is upon the religion of his best friend. So be careful on who you to get a friend. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
That concludes our speech contest for tonight. So let's take a break while the judges calculate the total and select a winner.
These are the future leaders of Imaam Center, inshallah. While waiting for the judges to complete the grading, please judge from Quran competition. I believe you already have the results of the top 3 winners. Any representatives? Brother Hamza or Brother Musa? Brother Hamza? Yes, please announce the top 3 winners from the Quran competition. And then we have
this one
and certificate. So all the participants for the Quran competition, please come to the stage. We'll give you the certificates, and we will announce the top 3 winners. The top 3 winners will get trophies. We got beautiful trophies and awards, with like $5,000 each. It's made of gold. It's so expensive. We export it from
African dollar.
From South Africa, definitely.
African dollar, okay, not US dollar. So he did a lot.
Okay, so please, all the participants for the Quran competition, please come to the stage, and then take your photos, and you got a certificate.
ሰላም አለይኩም ወራህመቱላሂ ወበረካቱህ። የተወደዳችሁና የተከበራችሁ የሀሩን ቲዩብ ታዳሚያን፣ እንግዲህ ቀደም ሲል የተከታተላችሁት የቁርአን ውድድር እና የንግግር ውድድር ነበር። አሁን ኢንሻአላህ ፕሮግራም
Also the youth Zaid, Nora.
Yeah, come.
Nora and Zaid, Arsha. Yeah, Arsha, brother Arsha, the teenager.
What do you want?
Are you going to Quran?
So, Quran, do you have everybody?
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
Brother Arsha, right?
No.
Yeah, I think he was brother Arsha.
Oh, Arsha too. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we have all the participants. Actually, there were 17 contestants registered, but we got the.
Okay, I'm just going to distribute the certificate.
Yeah, Brother Musa will distribute the certificates, and Brother Hamza will announce the winners. And
Safia Salahuddin, Zaid Salahuddin, Arshad Tantu, Hassan Said, Najma, Noora, and Matthew. You're welcome.
so third place winner is Safia Salahuddin. And she got a total score of 97.5. The second place winner is Hassan Said, and he got a total score of 98. And the first place winner is Najma Karisa Alfa.
Let's wait for Kosa. Let's pause. You hand out the trophy.
Third is and second is Hassan, and the first is second place. Okay. Okay. Good job.
Alright, brothers and sisters, those are our next Hafiz and Hafizah, inshallah. Kori and Korea, our future Hafiz and Hafizah from Imaam Center.
So while waiting for the ballot calculation, I distributed some magazines about Toastmasters. If anybody are interested, we meet here every other week on Friday nights at Imaam Center. We meet for one and a half hour before Maghrib. Now for the youth who are participating in the speech contest, we can also do a workshop, okay? Toastmasters, a special workshop for youth, so that will give them some basic instruction how to do public speaking. And this is not only for those who are competing. For those who are competing, they can also participate in the youth workshop program, and we will announce it later. It should be about 2 to 4 hours program. We can do it in one weekend, and then we'll teach them the basics of public speaking and so on. Please, those of you who participated in the speech competition, please come to the stage. We also have certificates for each of you, and we have 3 trophies for the youth and 3 trophies for kids. We also have gift cards. Somebody bring a gift card for the winners, for the top 3 winners.
Adam, Assalamu alaikum. How are you? How was it?
Good.
It was good?
Mm-hmm.
MashaAllah. ክቡራንና ክቡራን የሃሩን ቲዩብ ታዳሚያን ቀደም ሲል የተከታተላችሁት የቁርአን ውድድሩን ውጤት ነበረ። አሁን ደግሞ የምናልፈው በንግግር በማቅረብ ሽልማት ያቀረቡት ሽልማት ነው ኢንሻአላህ።
You ordered from Russia this time. Brothers and sisters, these are our future Ustad and Ustadzah, Mubalik or Mubalik. They are the one who give dawah, because all of us soon will be decomposed or recycled. Believe it or not, we all believe this more than this young generation will replace us. So, are you nervous?
Yes.
Okay. While waiting for the judges, we want to say something. Anyone want to say something about the speech contest, about Imam Center, whatever you want to say? Yes or no? No? Okay. Okay, we have the winners for each category.
Okay. So, Alhamdulillah, how's everybody like the speech contest? Yes? Let's give them a big hand before we announce the winner. Now, here's what's important for everybody. That you are participating, you are competing. It doesn't matter whether you win or lose, but it's your courage that's important, that this is just a process, and you can always improve on your public speaking skills. So for the winners, so we have 3 winners for the youth, the kids category, and the youth category. Yang mana? Yang kids mana? Yang ini kan?
I think the kids this one.
Okay. So the third place for the kids is Alia. Yeah. The second place is Jasmine. And the first place is Najma. And if you can give the rest of the certificate to everybody, whoever the name, yeah, as everybody gets a certificate for participating. Should be there. Oh, here. Speaker. Yeah. Yeah. Let's.
They have extra gift.
And they get
Extra gift card from the judges.
extra gift card from one of the judges. Wow, yeah. For the winners, they get the extra gift card from the judges. Now for the youth category, the third place winner is Zaid Salahuddin. The second place is Safia Salahuddin. And the first place is Ashraf Datu. Now this is kind of embarrassing for Imaam, you know. Somebody coming to town and then win the speech contest. What happened to our logo? Right? Anyway. So here's the participation. Your participation. Judges, can we take pictures? Judges, take picture. Good day. Let's take picture. Ready? Finger. Yeah. Yeah, we can send it back for you. And that concludes our speech contest, and thank you for everybody who are participating, and those of you who are not participating, you can participate next year. You're always doing that. Thank you.
This don't go anywhere. We have a special program from America.
ሰላም አለይኩም ወራህመቱላሂ ወበረካቱ። የተወደዳችሁና የተከበራችሁ የሀሩን ቲቪ ታዳሚያን ቀደም ሲል ስትከታተሉት የነበረው
Okay, we have guests from the American Muslim Senior Society and they will say something.
ውድድር የታየበት ፕሮግራም ነበረ። እንግዲህ እኛም እዚሁ ኢህቲካፍ ተታደምንበት ይህንን ፕሮግራም በሚካሄድበት ጊዜ ያው ለእናንተ እናደርስ ችለናል ማለት ነው። ኢንሻአላህ በዚህ በዝግጅት ላይ ታዳሚ ከነበሩት መካከል ሀጂ ሳፊ ይገኙበታል። ዛሬ እንግዲህ የቁርአን ውድድርና የንግግር ውድድር ነበርና እስኪ እንዴት አገኙት? የዛሬው ውድድር እንዴት አገኙት? እስኪ ግለጹልኝ።
ወላሂ የዛሬው ውድድር በጣም ደስ የሚል ነው። አንደኛው ረመዳን በመሆኑ በጣም ደስ ይላል። ከረመዳን ውስጥም አሽዓሩል አዋኺር መሆኑ ደስ ይላል። አሽዓሩል አዋኺር መቼም ሁሉም ሰው ያውቃል። ልጆቹም በጣም ጥሩ ልጆች ናቸው፣ ህፃናቶች ናቸው። ቁርአንን በተማሩት በአቅማቸው በጣም በጥሩ ሁኔታ ቀርተዋል። ማሻአላህ ቀኑ በጣም ደስ ይላል። አሽዓሩል አዋኺር በርትተን እንግዲህ ሁላችንም እችን የቀራችውን ቀን ነብያችን ራሳቸው በዚህ ሰዓት በዚህ በ10ዋ ቀን ውስጥ ወገባቸውን ያጠበቁበት ወቅት ነው።
ኢንሻአላህ አድማጮቻችን
በጣም ደስ ይላል። ኢብራሂምንም በጣም እናመሰግናለን።
ኢንሻአላህ ጀዛኩሙላህ ኸይር። ኢንሻአላህ በሌላ ፕሮግራም መልሰን እሳቸውን እናገኛቸዋለን። ሀጂ ሳፊ ጋር መልሰን ቆይታ እናደርጋለን። ሰላም አለይኩም። ማሻአላህ how do you get the program today program? What do you feel?
I think it was very successful and inspiring to the audience and other kids. Yeah, I think we looking forward to continuing this program. We make like annual program, or maybe we have 2 or 3 times a year. Yeah, I think it's very important for our kids.
It's how inspire the child this program.
I think after watching this program, like many of community members, they realize that our kids, some of them did really well in both competitions. Yeah, as young as 6 years old, they already memorized surah, long surah. So inshallah we'll keep doing that.
ክቡራንና ክቡራን አድማጮቻችን እንግዲህ በዚህ ፕሮግራም ላይ እንደተከታተላችሁት በርካቶች አስደሳች የሆነ ዝግጅት ያቀረቡበት ነበረ። እንግዲህ ሀጂ ሳፊም ቀደም ሲል እንደገለጹት ያለንበት አሽዓሩል አዋኺር ስለሆነ ሁላችንም እንጠናከር ኢንሻአላህ። ከሀጂ ሳፊ ጋራ ልዩ ቆይታ በነገው ዕለት ይኖረናል በአላህ ፍቃድ። አሽዓሩል አዋኺርን አስመልክቶ እንዲሁም ደግሞ ረመዳን እንደው ምን ይመስላል በሚለውና የቀሩትን ቀናት እንዴት እንጠቀምባቸው በሚሉ ጉዳይ ላይ ከሀጂ ሳፊ ጋራ ልዩ ቆይታ ይኖረናል። ያው እንግዲህ ቀደም ሲል እንደተከታተላችሁት የነበረው የውድድር ፕሮግራም በጣም አስደሳችና ብዙዎችን ያሳተፈ ነበረ። መሰል ውድድሮች መበረታታትና መቀጠል አለባቸው በአላህ ፍቃድ። ምክንያቱም የነገ ሀገር ተረካቢ የሆኑ ልጆች በቋንቋም ሆነ በዲን እውቀት ላይ የተሻለ ውጤት እንዲያመጡ ጥረትና እንቅስቃሴ መደረግ አለበት ማለት ነው። እንግዲህ ክቡራንና ክቡራን የሀሩን ቲዩብ ቤተሰቦች በዛሬው ዕለት የነበረውን ልዩ ፕሮግራም አስመልክቶ ያቀረብንላችሁ መሰናዶ ይህን መስል ነበረ። ሀጂ ሳፊ ጋራ ነገ ልዩ ቆይታ ይኖረናል ኢንሻአላህ። ጀዛኩሙላህ ኸይር። ሰላም አለይኩም ወራህመቱላሂ
ወአለይኩም ሰላም ወራህመቱላሂ ወበረካቱሁ። ኢንሻአላህ አሜን። በደረስክበት ሁሉም ሰው ማስደሰት ነው። ማሻአላህ ያንተ ፕሮግራም ሁሉም ሰው አንተ ሳትመጣ ቤተሰባችን በሙሉ አንተን እያዩ ሌላ እንትን ላይ ፕሮግራም ላይ ስለማዩ እንግዳ አይደለም ለሀገሩ። ኢንሻአላህ ዱዓ እናደርግልሃለን፣ ነገሩም ይቀበልሃል ኢንሻአላህ። የበለጠ ደግሞ እዚህ ሀገር የበለጠ ጥሩ ትሰራለህ ብዬ ነው የምገምተው። ማሻአላህ ኢንሻአላህ ጀዛኩሙላህ ኢንሻአላህ ጀዛኩሙላህ ኸይር። ማሻአላህ ኩራና ኩራን ያለው ቤተሰቦች እንግዲህ የነበረው ፕሮግራም የሚመስል ነበር። ኢንሻአላህ በሌላ ፕሮግራም መልስ እንገናኛለን። ሰላም አለይኩም ወራህመቱላሂ ወበረካቱሁ።
Imam Fahmi, if you are here, can you come to the stage?